The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Pauline Rososa. Authorities seized almost 180 million pesos worth of smuggled frozen goods in Manila over the weekend. President Bongbong Marcos told concerned agencies to go harder in combating agricultural smuggling. Mobile journalist Julie Baiza without report.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has ordered the Bureau of Customs and Department of Agriculture to go after smugglers of agricultural products. The president emphasized this during his inspection of the 178.5 million pesos worth of seized frozen mackerel at the Manila International Container Terminal in Tondo, Manila this weekend.
Sinisira ang merkado dito sa Pilipinas, pinagkikitaan ng tao, wala namang bumabalak sa gobyerno at yung dapat na ibayad sa gobyerno ay binubulsa lamang. Tapos hindi na nga natin makontrol kung paano nila i-release. Dahil nakita natin, kasama na rin yan sa ibang agricultural product na kahit na makapag-import sila ng mura, iniipit muna nila bago pataasin ang presyo, bago na bibitawan sa merkado.
The chief executive said the authorities have to break this chain. He asked the DA and BOC to file appropriate cases against the smugglers under the Republic Act 12022 or the Anti-Agricultural Economic Sabotage Act.
Kaya ito yung buong tinatawag na chain na kailangan natin buwagin. At ito is, as I said, is the first case under the new law of the Anti-Agricultural Sabotage Act. I've spoken to our Bureau of Customs, I've spoken to the Department of Agriculture. We have to keep going. Kailangan patibayin pa natin ito.
After the inspection, PBBM presided over the distribution of some 28,000 kilos of seized mackerel in Baseco Port area, Manila. Each household got 2 kilos of mackerel. The frozen mackerel will also be distributed to the poorest barangays in Metro Manila, Obando and Maykawayan in Bulacan, and Bacoor in Cavite.
Sa smuggling, ang ginagawa po, ini-smuggle nila, pinapasok nila, tapos iipitin. Hindi ilalabas. Mag-aantay hanggang tumaas ang presyo. Pag tumaas ang presyo, saka nila pagbibili. Kaya't yun ang iniiwasan natin dahil ang nabibiktima dyan ay ang taong bayan. Kaya't hindi natin papayagan na matuloy na yung mga ganyang klaseng sistema. Kaya't ginawang kanga namin ng batas at pinapatibay namin na mabuti.
Select city jails, public hospitals, and various care facilities will likewise receive the confiscated goods. In total, an estimated 150,000 families will benefit from this. Mobile journalist Julie Baiza, We Are One News.
Meanwhile, PAOK says all pogos in the country are formally deemed illegal. This comes after PAGCOR said that all pogo licenses will be revoked by December 15. Still, authorities assure the public that they will continue their monitoring. President Bongbong Marcos himself ordered the ban on pogos after some were implicated in crimes. PhilHealth has refuted claims of allocating 138 million pesos for its Christmas party. PhilHealth clarified that the expenses that circulated online is not yet final and is intended for their 30th anniversary. The agency also assured the public that all expenditures comply with government guidelines and procurement laws. PhilHealth urged the public to exercise caution and responsibility when making public statements to avoid misleading the public. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. Welcome back. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. Three weather systems continue to affect the country. The northeast monsoon, or Amihan, will bring isolated light rains over Luzon, including Metro Manila. The shear line, meanwhile, will trigger scattered rains over Quezon, Marinduque, Oriental Mindoro, and Bicol. The intertropical convergence zone will also bring scattered rains over almost all parts of Mindanao. Maritime expert Chester Cabaza says China continues to resist legal approaches to West Philippine Sea issues. He notes, though, that the Philippines will gain more global support for its rules-based stance. Here's an excerpt from his interview on The Big Story.
You know, they've been resisting us in 2016. They thought that the legal approach would be, of course, now for the Philippines, it was the best formula for us on how we would claim our sovereignty rights in the exclusive economic zone. And all of a sudden, China is doing the same thing, building up their own legal claims. And at the same time, they're doing what the Philippines has been doing in terms of our legalist approach. So I think China has learned a lot from the Philippines in terms of how they would build up also their legal narratives in the South China Sea, where in fact the Scarborough Shoal, which is one of the major dots in the triangular strategy from Scarborough Shoal to of course, to Paracels and to the Spratlys. They knew that this is something that they would really fight for the Philippines, and I think the Philippines is winning so far in terms of our legal claims to the Scarborough Shoal. At the same time, we have also fortified our cartographic maps because of the Velarde map, and at the same time, our lawmakers and the Filipino people are well aware now of the claims of the Philippines, because of course we've been doing this for 8 years already.
Okay. Well, Chester, I guess as a follow-up to that, this was filed in the United Nations. So what's going to happen, as I understand it, please correct me if I'm wrong, is these baselines, so to speak, the coordinates and the charts will be published by the UN. Now, I'm assuming since that's the case, and we also filed our own baselines, right, and defined them, and that they will also be published as such. So what happens now is that effectively two countries rather, are laying claim to this area. Do you see this as a precursor possibly to China filing a case at the PCA, or the Permanent Court of Arbitration at The Hague?
Well, at least for the Philippines, we have a precedence ready because of the 2016 arbitral award, and at the same time, we have the baselines that we have filed so far from the United Nations will give us better chances. Unlike China, in which they've been doing only this lately. So even if both countries will claim, will file for the legality of the baselines, I think we have. I think that the twin laws that we have enacted recently on the Archipelagic Sea Lanes and the Maritime Zone Act will indeed push us further.
The tradition of Simbang Gabi has begun. At the Manila Cathedral, people started arriving before the 4:30 a.m. Mass. No less than Manila Archbishop Jose Cardinal Advincula presided the Mass. He called on the faithful to be selfless and be a source of hope for others. And the first part of the star-studded Merry Ang Vibes ng Pasko concert premiered yesterday. Pop star royalty Sara Geronimo showcased her undeniable talent when she performed her hits like Tala and Kilometro. Eat Bulaga's hosts Tito, Vic, and Joey were also present in the event. Also, two-time Olympic gold medalist Carlos Yulo was there to thank all of the support he got this year. You can catch the second part of Merry Ang Vibes ng Pasko, the MVP Group Christmas Party, on December 22, 5 p.m. on TV5, 1PH, Sari Sari Channel, Buko Channel, and RPTV. In volleyball, the Signal HD Spikers won against the Crisscross King Crunchers in the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. While the match appeared evenly balanced, Signal's composure in clutch moments made all the difference. Louis Ramirez starred in the win with 24 points. Crisscross appeared to have the advantage heading into the final, but they were left frustrated by the HD Spikers. And those are the top stories of the hour this Monday. I'm Pauline Berzosa. We are One News.